is a classic franchise that's widely popular in Japan and has been going strong for more than 50 years. So it's always bugged me that no one associates this show with other anime bigwigs like Dragon Ball and Naruto in the West. Amongst most of my friends, no one really has a clue who he is or what he's about. And with fantastic stories, wild characters, great music, as well as the upcoming film, Lupin III the First. That's a mouth. Lupin the Third. Forget it. I just thought it'd be a better time than ever to talk about why this anime is definitely worth your time. Right now, most of y'all must be thinking, over 50 years? That's way too much lore for me. I'll pass. While that is a reasonable concern, I can assure you that there's no deep lore, as most of the stories in each part are purely self-contained. You can tune into any part of the anime or the numerous theatrical films with little to no knowledge about the lore, and you won't feel lost at all. Sure, there will be some callbacks and returning characters at certain points, but you simply just need to know the characters and their dynamics, which should be easy as they all have distinct identities and personalities. Can't say too much about them here because, you know, they kind of have their own section in the video. However, I feel that I should note the small bit of continuity between parts 5 and 4, but it's very minor. Basically, they have too much heat in Italy after the whole Da Vinci clone situation and, you know, the heist and robberies. Plus, everyone saw Lupin in their dreams and know like the one outfit he wears, so they had to head out. This doesn't directly lead to part 5 though, as it's implied that some time has passed, as the group kind of split apart in the first episode, but they eventually get back together in the next couple. Some things I really like about part 5 story is how it tackles how scary modern technology is, and how the internet can be used to find out almost anything about you. In the first half of part 5, Lupin is caught in an ARG hunting game, and basically becomes known to the entire world. It should be noted that the Lupin series is kind of 50-50 in terms of tone. The titular main character and descendant of great thief Arsène Lupin. He's a ladies' man and conniving thief, boasting an IQ of 300. The thing I like about Lupin the most is, despite him being a master criminal, he still has a soft spot and will put his own needs aside for the greater good. Another cool thing is, even though he can steal any woman's heart, Fujiko Mine is the only woman he loves, and you see this theme throughout the different parts in the series. The sharpshooter of the gang and Lupin's right-hand man. He's a one-of-a-kind marksman with no competition in sight. There isn't really much to say about his character, as he works best when he plays with the other main three. However, Jigen does have some outstanding character moments on his own, like when he single-handedly destroyed a gang that was terrorizing a small town.
El, why the fuck you ain't tell me the shit was sounding this hot? Sleep, me, what's good? What's good, bro? What's poppin'?
The old school samurai and 13th generation descendant of the legendary Japanese hero Ishikawa Goemon. He wasn't exactly a hero in everyone's eyes, as he stole gold and other treasures to give to the poor. He was kind of like a Japanese Robin Hood. He was living a high stakes life until he was boiled alive? Okay, ouch. But enough about Goemon. Let's talk about Goemon. So, yeah, as you can see, he kind of sticks out in the group, but Goemon is a really unique character who has some great moments throughout the series. He was the Zenzetsuken blade that can pretty much cut through everything.
Even lightning? What?
His swordship is close to unmatched, and I'm not gonna lie, it's so satisfying seeing him just slash stuff up. He's that dude to bring a sword to a gunfight and still come out on top.
So this shit tasted like lemonade. Her I was with beggars and undertaking angels like ornaments, played it like tournament. Shorty, you fornicate. Sorry, baby, I can make a moves. Plus, I got worried about the audience. Plus, I got worried about the.
Still ain't got no game with the ladies though.
I'm bossy. I'm the first girl to scream on the track. I switched up the beat of the drum. That's right. I brought all the boys to the yard, and that's.
The team's fatally attractive seductress, Fujiko Mine. Well, technically she isn't part of Lupin's gang, as she's usually competing against them or has an alternative motive, usually to benefit herself. Depending on which Lupin media you watch, Jigen and Goemon don't particularly care for her, after seeing her as a sign of trouble. Lupin, on the other hand, is head over heels in love with Fujiko, despite constantly being betrayed by her. Well, it doesn't seem like it. Fujiko loves Lupin too, but she keeps her feelings bottled up because of her complicated past. While seduction is her main weapon, she is also an experienced martial artist and marksman. She's probably one of my favorite female characters ever, mostly because of how mysterious she is. That, along with how she can never really explain herself or her action, and the impact that she has on other characters, just, I don't know, that just makes her even more interesting. The music of Lupin III is kind of varied, but if I were to give you an overall genre, it would be jazz and lounge type music. So if you dig Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, Lupin's music should make you feel right at home. The Lupin franchise has a lot of music, so much so that they've had quite a bit of concerts, with Lupin III's 2018 going down just last year. I heavily recommend you listen to Part 4's soundtrack by Papik and Yuma, and the Part 5 soundtrack by Yuji Ono. Oh no. And the Lupin X6 with friends. Don't mean to over exaggerate, but they got some bops. Some of my personal favorites are Goemon's theme, the Lupin III 2018 theme, the Eye Catch jingles, and all the versions of Samba Temporado. The reason I'm bringing up different versions is that the franchise often remakes certain themes with every new part, which is kind of cool. Definitely check out those tracks, y'all, because I feel like they're a key part of the franchise's identity. Actually, dude, it's 2020, so technically it's 2 years ago. Ever since I started watching this show, I was amazed by how great it is, and at the same time, bewildered at how none of my friends really knew anything about it. I started to look into why that was the case, and I think it's TMS Entertainment's poor distribution of the franchise to other territories. Go to their anime channel on YouTube and you'll only see 3 episodes of the second part, which ran from 1977 to 1980. And if you try scrolling down looking for more, you'll be greeted by the whole Sonic X series and other miscellaneous projects. Wait, Sonic X and Virtual Fighter was made by TMS? Yo, that's pretty dope. You'll have no luck looking through their playlist either, but don't fret. The Japanese TMS channel has a pretty good collection of the older Lupin parts, so it's not all that bad. Part 4, Part 5, and some of the original films could be found on other anime streaming services like Crunchyroll. If you got cable, Adult Swim's Toonami block was airing Part 4 on Saturdays, but yeah. Basically, TMS could handle the distribution of the brand and franchise a little better. I feel like the show could be really popular in other territories if the show was more accessible, because it really is a gem. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video or found something new to watch. With the recent passing of the show's creator, I wanted to make a video that celebrates the series he made and the fans he's entertained for years. Be sure to show your support by liking the video, subscribing, ring-a-ding-dinging that, oh my god, I can't believe, and ringing that bell if you want to see some more of this content. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one, alright?